Hi, this is Danny from Coffee Tea and PvP. This is a brief tutorial about how to put runes in your PvP gear. Once you hit end game, you need to put runes in your gear. Not just any runes, but good runes. Now, any player can do this by visiting the crafting station, which can be found in the crafting area of your capital city. You don't have to have any sort of special secondary profession. Anyone can do it. All right, you don't need to level it up. It's just there. All right, that being in mind, there are a few rules you need to follow when you're putting runes into your gear. All right, the rules for putting runes in your gear are as follows. Number one, the level of your item will determine the power of your rune. So the higher level item, the more bang you get out of that rune you put into it. Rule number two, the first rune in the item's rune list is the one that gets the most power. And every rune that you put in after that, the power decreases for each subsequent rune. So it doesn't matter which rune you actually put in or which order you're putting them in. What matters is what order the runes are listed when you open up that rune crafting station for that item. Rule number three, you can't have two of the exact same rune in the exact same piece of gear and get bonuses for both of them. So you can have the same rune sets, you can have the same rune elements, you can have the same stat bonuses, but just not the exact same rune. Rule number four, and finally, each element has different sets of runes with different sets of stats, different set bonuses, and different benefits in general. You're going to need to mix and match, juggling these runes from all the different categories and the different types of sets that you can get in order to get the most out of your gear. Alright, so with those four rules in mind, there are three things as a PvP player you should concern yourself with. Number one is what type of runes gets me the set bonuses that I want the most. Set bonuses can proc cool benefits like speed or blind. They can give you procs to do more, like do more damage or to take less damage. Just hype up your defense. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you get from these set bonuses. You definitely need to be taking advantage of them. On top of that, you can stack multiple set bonuses at the same time. So you can be running multiple sets, some of them stack ridiculously well, and you can have them all going on your gear, working for you in PvP at the same time. The next thing is you need to manage your raw power, which is like your support and assault stats, with boost to your ability point needs. Some runes will just give you raw assault or raw support power. Now, the meta game right now is that it's in favor of raw power over ability stat points. But you also need to consider your milestone stat bonuses. Like, for example, if your Moxie controls your assault power and you're just a few points away from a milestone, then like a 10-point rune for your Moxie might actually get you more assault power than you would just putting in like a 10 assault power set bonus rune or just a raw 10 assault power rune into your gear. Because the milestone is going to give you the benefits of the milestone plus the benefits that you get, the assault power that you get from the actual ability that you're putting into the set piece. Don't be afraid to slot set bonus runes even if you're not actually going after the set bonus. So say, you want that extra Moxie, but it's on a set bonus that you're not even going to try to get the minimum amount of pieces for. Don't worry about it. Take the stat, hit the milestone, do what's best for your build when you're trying to get the most out of the stats that you're putting into your gear. It's going to change every time you change up your gear and you mix and match, and as stats change for PvP. Now, that brings me to the third thing, which is that right now, PvP offense and defense don't mean a whole lot. But there are great runes to increase your PvP defense and PvP offense that are going to be built into your PvP gear. So when they change this, you're going to want to take into consideration that you're going to have to start incorporating those PvP runes into your gear to get more assault power and more defense. They haven't done it yet, but let's cross our fingers that they do it soon. All right, so where do you get all this stuff? Now you know where the rune station is, you know how to go there, you've seen the menus on how to do it. Where do you get the stuff? Well, truthfully, you're probably going to get most of it from the auction house. I mean, you'll get some of it from breaking down gear or just pulling it out of your PvP bags, but the reality is you're probably going to want to jog to your nearest merchant. It's the little merchant with a little coin here. Go through the list, type in, the type of rune or the type of sign that you're looking for, pick it up and sell it. Depending on your server, the prices will vary, but in general, they're not that bad. A couple days, worst case scenario, a couple days of doing the daily quests will usually net you more than enough money to pay for your PvP runes. There are other ways that you can make money in PvP. Someone mentioned you can sell excessive prestige points for like a 45 silver pet that you can sell. It's really cheap. 45 silver for 100 prestige. You know, I mean, if you're completely against doing anything else to farm money, you can take the items you sell from your bags and you can take your extra prestige points. You'll get more than enough cash to buy the stuff you need off the auction house pretty quickly doing it that way. Well, that's it for my video today. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. And thanks again. Take care.
My bots reckon you're doomed, so stay safe out there.